that in a moment. So is
Okay.
that why people say that when they die, their life flashes before them?
I mean, it seems to be that it's hard to say why their life flashes before them, but I mean, I think it would be just, we are, well, if you really want to go there, um, my personal idea on the matter is that, infinity is what there is, and what we're experiencing right now is a moment in which we've blocked out that. We've locked ourselves out of infinity, out of eternity, to experience a human moment, to have to. So, in the place of unity or non duality, things are all one, right? And there's no separation between self and other, or you and God, if you want to call it that, or you and Mo, or whatever it is. Like, there is no separation. It's all one thing. But once you get into this world where we are right now, the field of time, where we're living in pairs of opposites, there are opposites. There are self and other. There are, black and white and north and south
Yeah.
and up and down. Because there are those things, time exists. And so um, we exist in this moment. And so, but you can tap into these non-dual states with meditation or flow states, with sensory deprivation tanks. You can tap into these moments. So it isn't, even with sound baths, you can tap into out of body
Like what?
experiences. A sound bath,
What is that?
it's crazy. Okay, so they will like you basically you'll be in some sort of place where people will be playing these huge crystal bowls, and so it's kind of like rubbing your finger over the top of like a champagne flute, how it'll make that
Yeah.
noise. Well, they'll do that with these a crystal bowl that like probably weighs 30 or 40 pounds, and it's like as big as a drum, and they're playing multiple ones at the same time, and um something about the sound, it can take you and lift you out, man. I had an out of body experience at one of these sound baths before. It doesn't happen at every single one, but it happened on one with just a little bit of cannabis, and man, that was interesting.
So if I record that and listen to it, would it have the same effect, or is it something like you have to be there in person?
I think the set and setting, like are is very important. So I think you'd want to be there. Like you could record it and maybe it might take you back there if you were there already. But I think, in order to get that really deep experience, you probably would want to be there in person. But yeah. So yeah, the idea, but sound baths or sensory deprivation tanks or all the other things I mentioned are capable of, showing you different ways of experiencing a moment and experiencing time in a different way. And so I think to answer your original question, like why our life flashes before our eyes is, if you are hung up on something that happened to you or you wish you could have changed something, then yeah, it's like the memories are before they get purged, before you can reach the non-dual space, you have to confront them. You have to review them, so to speak. Um, and then, but if you do accept it and you can walk into that moment that is outside of time, that place called Nirvana or Satori or Kensho or whatever you want to call it.
Well,
It's a lot to chew on. I know.
yeah, it is. Yeah. I think the next one I'm gonna do is gonna be on just regular old finance, but yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I was wondering, your videos are like very, you got tons of different ones.
Yeah, I basically do mortgages for a living, so like finance is like my forte. But